Before the video starts, I just want to let you guys know that over 90% of you watching this video aren't even subscribed to the channel. So if this is something you like, basketball related content, then be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an upload. And also please be sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss an upload. And also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. That makes a big difference in helping this channel grow. With that being said, back to the video. What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about a team that, in my opinion, has gotten a lot of attention recently, and deservingly so. I want to talk about the Charlotte Hornets because this team is very interesting, and there's a lot to talk about with this team and just how they've been this season, because they've kind of I don't want to say they came out of nowhere, but then, you know, there wasn't a lot of expectations going in. But yeah, I mean, the Hornets right now are in a very interesting position with a very young team. They are, without a doubt, and I think that you can talk to a lot of basketball fans and a lot of people who watch the Hornets or just watch the game in general, you can say that the Charlotte Hornets are the most entertaining team in the NBA right now. They have everything that you want in terms of pure entertainment for a team, because the thing is that a lot of the fun teams that you see in the past, any team that's fun, they're never necessarily like the best team, and they're never necessarily even a good team. You just like them because they play hard and, you know, they are fun to watch, right? They play hard, they're fun to watch even if they're not winning. But the Charlotte Hornets are in a different, I think, tier for that, because not only are they young, not only do they play hard, not only are they like fun in terms of just like each individual player just being so fun to watch, but they're a good team. And that's, to me, the most surprising part, because before LaMelo got drafted, I was thinking this team would be, you know, a bottom seed in the East, because I'm like, who's the best player on this team? Like Terry Rozier, maybe Miles Bridges, maybe. You know, I didn't see how this team was going to do anything special. But then they got Gordon Hayward, and I thought it was a massive overpay, because I'm like, really, $28.5 million a year? I don't know what the total number for his deal is, but I think it's somewhere around 130, 140 mil. And I was like, that's a lot of money for a guy who really did not perform that well when he was on the Celtics. And he came off of a very gruesome injury in 2017. So I just didn't see him getting that kind of money again. And for the Hornets to do it was, to me, like, oh, okay, this is just what they're doing now. Like, this just did not seem like anything serious. Like, it just did not seem like, you know, the Hornets were going to be a very serious team this year when they're paying Gordon Hayward that much money, right? Like, I was like, okay, Michael Jordan is up to something here. Like, I don't know what his thinking is. Everyone knows Michael Jordan is a terrible owner, but like, they got Gordon Hayward, and then they drafted LaMelo Ball with the 3rd pick. So then I'm like, okay, there was something interesting here, because I'm like, okay, LaMelo Ball, you have Gordon Hayward, you have, you know, Miles Bridges, who was a good wing guy, then you have, you know, Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, and I'm like, and Malik Monk. So I'm like, how are they going to balance this out? Because I'm like, you already have Terry Rozier, who, again, you're also paying a lot of money. I don't know what the exact number is. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, around $18 million a year. So you're paying Terry Rozier a lot of money. Then you have Devontae Graham, who has gotten better and better. Then you have Malik Monk. So you have these guards already. You have good guard depth. And then you add LaMelo Ball. So I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do here? Because I'm like, I don't know who starts, who's coming off the bench. What's the deal? Like, I don't know how this is gonna work. But I mean, we're in the middle of March. The Hornets are 20-18. They are the 6th seed in the East, and everyone on this team is playing well. Like, this is such an interesting team, man. And it's so fun it's crazy, because it's like LaMelo's playing out of his mind for a rookie. I did not think he would, you know, be so good so quickly coming into the league. I thought it was gonna be an adjustment for him, going from, you know, playing overseas and all that stuff to now being in the NBA. I thought it was going to take some time for him to adjust, but I guess not. I don't know his numbers. I already mentioned it in another video where I talked about the rookies and the exciting players to watch. So I don't want to talk too much about LaMelo Ball, but like, yeah, he's the rookie of the year right now. He's playing terrific, and he's playing better and better. He's gotten better since he started, which is even more of a case to make for him to be the rookie of the year. So you have that. Then you have Miles Bridges, who is, again, also playing very well this season. He's always been a solid player. I don't think the numbers really like showing off for him, because I mean, like, what, 10 points, 2 assists, almost 50% from the field, 37% from 3. It's like, okay, the numbers don't mean much, right? But he makes big plays, especially, on the offensive end. He's a great wing defender. He's athletic. I think that's fair to see. I mean, think of how many flashy dunks and alley-oops we've seen from LaMelo Ball to Miles Bridges this season. So, he's a highlight guy, and he's also very good too. Then you have Devontae Graham, who is a very good shooter, and he's just great for them in general, because it's not just his shooting, it's his playmaking, it's all that. So you have Devontae Graham, who's doing that. Then you have Terry Rozier, who is just a stud. I mean, he plays hard, and he does so well too. Like, everyone knew how good he was going to be, because he did so well that one year in Boston when he basically helped the team go to the Eastern Conference Finals. It also seemed like it was going to be a bit of an overpay when the Hornets got him, because I'm like, okay, 18, 19 million a year for Terry Rozier. I'm like, this guy's not even an all-star. Why are you paying him this much money? But, I mean, I love seeing guys play what they're worth and more, because it shows that it shows their value. So when you have Terry Rozier playing as great as he is right now, it's great to watch, because it's like, yeah, I'm worth every penny. He's putting up 20 points, 3 assists, 43% from 3, 48% from the field. So it's like, he's playing terrific right now. So you can't hate on that. He makes big plays at the end of games. The game winner on the buzzer beater against the Warriors comes to mind. He's also made great plays on the defensive end, making big time steals, big time blocks, great stops. So he does that too. So that's great for them too. Then you have PJ Washington, who's, a very slept under player, but he's still doing well. Malik Monk is always going to be one of those guys where you have to guard him like all at all times, and you have to be on him like hard, because he can get hot. If you leave him open, if you let him make a couple shots, he's gonna get going, and then at that point you just can't stop him. So you have Malik Monk, who's going to do that. Bismack Biyombo's great for them, actually. I was surprised to see how well he's doing for them, especially on defense. Like, it's just good for them to have a good inside presence like that, because it's not like he's anything bad. He's great for them, so that's good to see. But it's crazy to think about. Like, the Charlotte Hornets are a good team, and they're fun. Like, think of all of the fun highlights. LaMelo Ball is such a entertainer, right? Like, when he plays, because he shoots from anywhere. He's a very flashy passer. His court vision is unreal. So, and then you also have, when you have that, and then you have guys like Miles Bridges, who are not afraid to get up and bounce, Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, Malik Monk, who can all shoot. So they're a fun team to watch, man, especially when they're on a run. And I think last game against the Sacramento Kings yesterday was a good example of that. They beat them 122-116. That makes it their 4th in a row, I think. And that game was pretty much what stood out for me. Gordon Hayward had a terrific game, right? He had 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He could have been an all-star this year. Like, he very well could have been an all-star this year. I would not have surprised me at all. I don't know what his numbers are for the season as a whole, but this 25, 8, and 4 number, this isn't like a standout number, because he's been doing this all year long. So he's showing his worth too. I was saying the same thing about Terry Rozier. Gordon Hayward showing that too. So that's fascinating. And he also had a very interesting poster dunk on De'Aaron Fox, which was wild. But I mean, that's another thing. But I mean, LaMelo Ball, who just like, he did that one spin 3. It's like, okay, this is ridiculous. You have Miles Bridges, who can catch a lob from anywhere. Malik Monk can shoot from anywhere. It's just like, these guys are fun. You can tell they like each other. You can tell they have fun playing with each other, and they're winning games. So it's like, they have the perfect combination of, they win, they're young, they play hard, and they're very entertaining. So, man, it's good to see. They are, everyone's saying it on Twitter, they're the League Pass Team of the Year because they're not on national TV like at all. So you have to watch them on League Pass, and when you do, you're gonna get a good game. And the biggest thing that to me, what everyone talks about is with the Hornets, if you're going to watch a Hornets game, especially if you have League Pass, make sure you have the Charlotte commentators, because I don't know what the guy's name is. I have to look it up. I think it's, let me look it up here. Eric Collins. This guy, this commentator, is one of the most, he's not even one of, he is the most unbelievable commentator I've ever heard. Like, think of all of the greats, right? Like Kevin Harlan, Mike Breen with his like bang call is iconic. But this guy, Eric Collins, is so good. And it's, I think what makes him even more like, I think what makes him even more fun to listen to is the fact that you have to go out of your way to watch the local Hornets. Like, you're not going to get him on national TV. You can't like just go on ESPN or TNT and just put him on and hear him, right? You have to watch the Hornets to watch him, and you have to watch him on League Pass. I think that's so cool. And his calls are unbelievable. The Rozier call, anytime someone does a little bit of a dunk, if the game is close, he makes the game interesting. And oh my god, that poster yesterday with Gordon Hayward, like I said, the hum diddly dee call was the funniest thing ever. But it's gonna be one of those things, kind of like the Mike Breen bang that stands out. But I mean, having commentators like that be so enthusiastic about the game, and then for him to be commentating this team in particular, this young, run and gun, exciting team, it's like the perfect combination. Yeah, I mean, it's great to watch. I'm happy that this team is doing well. I'm happy that LaMelo Ball is playing well. I'm happy that Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier are getting their money's worth and they're playing their value, because that's great to watch. This is a young team that's in the 6th seed in the East right now. They can clinch the playoffs soon, and if they can do that, that would be incredible. I would love to watch this team in the playoffs, and I hope that they do, so that the national audience can see how great this team is. Even if they're not going to win that much, just show how fun they are to watch. I think that's going to be good for them too. So yeah, I hope they make the playoffs. I think they will at this rate, but you never know with the East. It's so fluid, it's so up and down, because they were 10th not too long ago, now they're 6th, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I hope they make the playoffs. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like and comment down below what you think about the Hornets, because man, they're fun to watch. I hope you guys feel the same way I do. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.